Hey guys, Football Fanatic here again, aka Mike. I'm just gonna go over my NFL picks for this week. Full slate of games, starting with tonight on Thursday, Baltimore-Cleveland. I'm picking Baltimore to easily go over Cleveland. Atlanta, Carolina. Matt Ryan's playing out of his mind. Atlanta for me. Buffalo, New England. Tom Brady is looking to bounce back after that, terrible officiated game against the Ravens. So I'm looking for New England to, get over a conference game, take the win over Buffalo. Detroit, hosting Minnesota. No Matthew Stafford possibly for Detroit. I don't think it'll be a problem with Mikel LaShore now emerging at running back. And, my boy Hill just likes to sling it around. Calvin Johnson's happy about that. Going with the Lions over the Vikings. Kansas City hosting San Diego. Another conference matchup. Yeah, San Diego really got handled last week by Atlanta. Kansas City has been kind of disappointing so far. I'm picking Phillip Rivers. Ooh, can't stand that guy. Picking Phillip Rivers over the Kansas City Chiefs. Seattle at St. Louis. Seattle, given that game last week, it was in the NFC, but this one's in the NFC West. St. Louis is just kind of going to lay down. I think they might put up a good fight, but I don't expect them to take the win. Seattle hopefully earning this week's victory against the Rams. San Francisco at the Jets. I think San Francisco is going to have a bounce back game after that loss to Christian Ponder and the Vikings. And, look, the Jets are kind of a mess right now. Their mess whole offseason, bringing in Tebow to compete with Sanchez. Jets won their first, and then they lost to Pittsburgh. And now with Darrelle Revis out for the year, Joe McKnight making the switch to corner. Don't think it's enough. Taking the Niners over the Jets. Tennessee at Houston. Houston's got that monster D, Arian Foster on offense, Matt Schaub, Andre Johnson. I think it's just going to be too much for the Tennessee Titans to handle. Locker really emerged last week as he can be a playmaker. Jared Cook's going to be his playmaking tight end. He's got Nate Washington on the outside. Just see Tennessee not having enough. Cincinnati at Jacksonville. Cincinnati's defense hasn't been as dominating as people thought they were going to be, given what they've previously done in the last few years. And Jacksonville is always dangerous behind MJD, even if they don't play NFL degree football most of the time. I don't particularly care for Blaine Gabbert, but he's performing better than he had last year, which is to be expected. And that defense is always tough for Jacksonville. I'm going with the upset, picking Jacksonville at home. Miami at Arizona. Arizona off to a 3-0 start. I'm picking the Cardinals over the Dolphins, especially with Reggie Bush banged up. Daniel Thomas is just going to be a little shaky, I think. Not as much of a playmaking ability as Ryan Tannehill really needs to help him succeed and help him win games. Like I said, Cardinals over the Dolphins. Oakland at Denver. Oakland offense looked really good against Pittsburgh's defense last week. I think it's going to be a much closer game than people expect, even though I'm going with Denver to win the game. Manning is still looking like Manning, although he doesn't have the weapons around him that he normally does. I'm picking Denver over Oakland. Close game, but still giving the win to Denver. New Orleans at Green Bay. New Orleans 0-3. It's just Sean Payton's absence is really hurting no matter what the New Orleans Saints say. Drew Brees is still Drew Brees, but Clay Matthews has been going off, and I just think there's going to be too much pressure for Drew Brees to really get something going, and that defense has been bad for New Orleans. I'm looking for Aaron Rodgers to have a bounce back game to start getting his season rolling again, because he hasn't looked like the Aaron Rodgers of last year. I look for him to put a big whooping on the Saints. Washington at Tampa Bay. RG3 over the Bucks, easy for me. Washington's defense can play well, and Tampa's offense usually doesn't play well. So I'm going with Washington, getting the win on the road in Tampa Bay. The Giants at the Eagles, Sunday Night Football. Vic's been banged up. I don't know if he makes it through the game against this Giants defense, and Eli has just been steady Eli. They've got good pieces. Even they've got depth. The Giants are showing they got depth with, Andre Brown coming and picking up the slack, and Ramsey's Barden out wide. And he's a big kid, so it's going to pose some matchup issues, even if he doesn't go off like he did last week. Just big at 6'6". What do? You put a corner on him. He's too big for a corner. He's still kind of too big for a safety. Linebacker can maybe match up with him, but does he have the speed to separate? I think he has the long speed. He's a long strider. I'm going with the Giants to take this one away from Philadelphia. And Monday Night Football, Chicago at Dallas, NFC matchup. Dallas struggled, getting anything going against Tampa Bay. Really, it was a close game. And Chicago's defense is just playing really lights out. I'm giving the win to Chicago over Dallas, which of course will send Dallas into a tailspin of problems. All right, those are my NFL picks for the week. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll be back on Tuesday to post a video updating if I was, wrong. Probably not. All right, see you guys. Bye.